Well, here we are again. Black part instructs. This will be lesson 1. First thing a new piping student needs is a practice chanter. And this is a practice chanter. This is what we call a full-size practice chanter. Now, there are half sizes or smaller sizes of practice chanters. And I don't recommend those because your fingers get kind of squished, and it's not truly representative of the spacing that you'll encounter with fingering on the full-size pipe chanter. Anyway, there are 3 parts to a practice chanter. First of all, the lower part is the chanter itself. The upper part is what we call the stock, and this is what you blow into. And the third most important part is the chanter reed. Now, most chanter reeds these days are plastic. This is a plastic one, and there's several kinds of plastic ones out there. Whoever you buy your practice chanter from will help you to determine the best style of practice chanter reed. There are still some cane practice chanter reeds out there. I don't recommend those. They're harder to play, and they require some maintenance. Where a plastic one, mostly all you'll have to do is get it dried out after you've been playing on your practice chanter for a while. So, the reed fits into the top of the chanter firmly. And then very, very carefully, you put the 2 pieces together. Don't hit the sides of the inside of the stock with the practice chanter reed because you'll ruin it. Okay, so there's your practice chanter. You should get one. The other thing you should have is a tutor. Now, there's several kinds of tutors out there. Some are better than others, but they all will teach you the basics for playing the Great Highland Bagpipe. This tape will be supplemental to those tutors. If you like, you can contact me through the information on my website and the YouTube site, and I will send you a tutor that I use and is based on the technique that I learned from. Alright, enough of the commercials. Let's look at the grip. Now, the grip is how you hold the practice chanter so that you can do the fingering and so forth required. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take your right hand. If you're right-handed, that goes on the bottom of the chanter. And this little area here, right here, where you're on your pinky, that goes on the lower hole, the lowest hole. Then drop your next finger down on the next hole, and so forth. The thumb in the back must be between these 2 fingers. If your thumb is up here, you have an unbalanced grip, and you will not be able to effectively move your fingers. So balance your grip by putting the thumb between the 2 fingers here on the back of the chanter. It's a balanced grip. You can do almost anything you want with this chanter. Turn it upside down, sideways, whatever, but it's a balanced grip, and that balanced grip is extremely important when you go to start to play. Upper hand. This part of the thumb, the edge of the thumb, not the fat part of the thumb, the edge goes over the hole on the back, the edge. Then The next finger is your G finger, covers the G hole. F finger covers the F hole, and the E finger goes down. Now all the fingers need to be straight. This little pinky stays out of the way. They all need to be straight. And very little pressure being applied to the chanter. The chanter's not going to fall away from you. So lighten your grip. I don't want to see this. I want to see this in your fingering. So a light grip. Think of this chanter as a bird. Now you want to hold the bird so that it doesn't fly away. But if you hold the bird too tightly, you'll strangle the bird or crush it. So very light, just lightly enough so it doesn't fly away from you. Okay. Basic fingering with all the holes covered. You have low G. Low A, you bring up the pinky on the bottom hand. Then B. C, you need to put the pinky back down and then bring the next finger up. This one. Then D. E. This pinky comes back up. These three fingers are down on the bottom hand. And this finger is up on the top hand. F. High G. And high A. Let's do that again. Start with low G. All the fingers are down. Easy grip, nice straight fingers, and don't bring your fingers way off, keep them kind of close to the chanter. So there you have it, the scale, basic fingering. Don't forget the proper grip. Thumb between these two fingers on the bottom hand, light pressure, only enough pressure to hold that chanter. Edge of the top, or the thumb on the top hole. And then straight fingers all the way through. A nice, easy, relaxed grip. Without your thumb here, you handicap yourself. So put the thumb there. I can't emphasize that enough. I have more trouble with beginning students that have seen somebody else or started with somebody else not having the thumb there. That's a real important point, to have a balanced grip. So, one more time, the scale. That's lesson 1, basic fingering. Work on that for a week. Keep your grip proper and relaxed, and take your time learning the scale. This concludes lesson 1.